Okay. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, I thank everyone for coming out today. I'll try to keep it brief because, we have a lot of things on the agenda today, but I'm glad we're here today. I'm glad we're raising our voices. I'm glad we're raising our voices in this place. As we all know, this is the city of brotherly love. This is also the city where our founding fathers gathered so many years ago and ratified the words that we all recited and memorized in elementary school. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Okay? But as we know, that has also been the case, is that so often throughout American history is that we have fallen short on the implementation of those words, particularly when it refers to Black life, particularly when it refers to the lives of other people who are marginalized and who are, and so we need to remind ourselves in this place that this is why we all stand here, that we stand here for the right to life. Okay, so with that, I just want to say just a few quick words, and I'm gonna bring it home to Philly. This problem of police brutality is long. The history of it is long, right? Okay, so organized policing in this country it starts with slave patrols, right? And so policing in this country and violence against Black body have a long and intimate history with one another. And this is something that we need to remember, and this is something that we need to fight against the tendencies that have developed over the years to use violence in ways that are disproportionate, that are uncalled for, that are unwarranted against those Black bodies. And here we stand today to remind us all that every American citizen, every human being on the face of the earth has the right to life, including Black people, including Black men, including Black women, including Black children, because too often we have forgotten that Black people have the right to live. They have the right not to be shot down in their homes, because we know that these incidents, one of the things that is very striking about these incidents of police brutality is their pervasiveness. They affect everybody. They don't just affect Black men. That's one of the narratives that we hear. It's been Black women. Ayanna Stanley Jones was a 7-year-old girl shot dead in her home by police officers, and that is intolerable. If you are a human being, if you are an American, if you have any type of humanity in you, you will understand that that is unacceptable. Katherine Johnston in Atlanta in the 90s was a 92-year-old grandmother sitting in her home, was served a no-knock warrant at the wrong house, mind you, and she's dead. She lived 92 years on this earth to be shot dead in her home by police officers. This is unacceptable, and we have to insist that it stops here. Okay, so what I want you to do, before I read these statistics, there are two things that I want us to take away from this gathering today. I want us to remember that educating ourselves and raising awareness about these issues is an ongoing project. This is something that we gathered here for today because we want people to understand. We want to continue to shine a light on these issues. The time is now. This is a historical moment where people are raising their voices and making their voices heard, and we need to continue that pressure. We need to educate our loved ones. We need to educate those who are not here. We need to remind people that Black lives do indeed matter, okay? And then also, when you leave this rally, this is not just about today. This is not about this gathering. I want you to go back to your home communities and stay engaged. Write to your elected officials, vote, use your economic power strategically, civil disobedience, every available means that we can think of to put pressure on those who are in power to respect the lives of everyone, particularly the Black citizens and the citizens of color, who feel the brunt of that amnesia most often, right? When we forget around Black lives.